What's up, guys? Isiah, the Puerto Rican Prettyboy Quinones here, middleweight champion, and I'm about to defend that belt and still.
I love it. I love it. So this Friday, this guy's going up, defending his belt. Quick turnaround, I might add. Does it feel natural to be so quickly turned around to defend it? Or would you have preferred to wait a little bit longer, soak in the champion, bask in that a little bit longer?
You know what? To be honest, all these guys know. It is cool to celebrate, have the win for a little bit, but I know I'm going to keep defending this belt. I already knew I was ready. I was already on weight. I was like, what's more exciting than having a fast turnaround? So I'm not a boring champion, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's I'd rather just go straight for the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Being a fight fan, that is a gripe. Is like these guys work their ass off their whole life. Most of them, it really is their dream. Some, they kind of fall into it, right? Yeah. But most of them, it is their dream, and they attain it. And then they take this break for a year or for whatever. And so I respect that, man.
No,
because an active champion is a popular champion.
Absolutely.
And it's a champion you can get behind and really promote. So whether they say it or not, Slap loves that too.
No, absolutely. You watch past champions, even in the UFC, and you see the ones, like you just said, are active. Everybody loves those guys.
Everybody loves them. I can't look behind the scenes. We don't know, but it really is a gripe because you look at the Ngannous or the John Jones or the whoever's. They've been touched by God, man.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that you need to show that. And so for you to stay active, being in that position is huge.
And you just said, I feel like God gave me a chin, God gave me the power, and I'm going to take out everybody in this middleweight class, and I'm going to show them why I deserve to be champion.
Dude, I love it. I love it. You know what? I don't think I've ever asked you, what does your family think of all this, man?
They love it.
Do they
really?
All
support it. They're all
your
here.
Little girl and all that, they just cheering you on?
Yeah, they're all here. My daughter, she's actually in the crowd all the time, and you probably hear the screams whenever I knock somebody out. That's her screaming. She gets so excited, so pumped.
Oh, man. So, do you put them just, I guess it's cage side, podium side, in front row, right there?
Yeah, right. They get all the same tickets, all the family tickets, for powerslap. So they sit right there, right up front.
Dude, I love that. I always joke with Allie, my wife. I'm just because we have boys.
Yeah.
I make boys. What the fuck? I grew up all women, right? So I have 3 older sisters and a mom and all that. So I always wanted a daughter. But the joke was, if I ever had one, I would make sure she was at least a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and then she can go do what she wants. She can date whoever. She can go out the world because she's protected.
No, I was actually talking with Dorian and all these guys, everybody in the shuttle on the way over to PI and stuff. We were talking about my daughter, she'll sit there and she'll be like, "Oh, I'll slap you." She takes care of bullies.
Man,
she hates bullies. She hates bullies, and she's like, "I'll slap you." She's like, "You ever hear power slap?" She's like, "Yeah, that's my dad."
I love it. I saw you working out at the PI, and we talked about it a few nights ago, but just for everyone who's listening now, this might be too nerdy, but how big is that place? What does it look like?
It's ridiculous. There's a reason why NFL players go train, boxers go train.
Oh, they
there.
do. They allow that.
They allow people to go train there because one, it's great for recovery. They have trainers there that have proper training, not just a normal gym, And they take care of you. You order smoothies, food, whatever. They got good recovery.
Damn, and it's just for you?
Yeah. It's for all the UFC athletes, power slap athletes, and then professional athletes as well.
Dude, that's so huge. I remember back in the day when Griffin, Hughes, I'm trying to think of the guy who survived the fire. That's embarrassing. Anyway, all those old heads in the game, they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
I remember watching
Chuck Liddell in the barn.
Chuck Liddell, all that. Oh, dude. And they would their tactic was to you go in and fight hard for a round, then they bring in a fresh guy. Yep. And you do that for 8 rounds because you're only fighting for 5. And looking back, that's stupid.
No, it's crazy.
And so with this, they really dial it in for you and let you know that you're doing it the right way.
No, absolutely. And then I'll say this I'll say this right now. All the guys can probably attest for this as well, is our training. Everybody thinks we're just going to go up there and just slap somebody. That's all they think. They think it's we're just going to go slap. We're just going to go slap. A lot of us train on getting slapped and, of course, giving slaps, right? So you do a lot of band workouts, a lot of explosive workouts, but people don't know what it takes to start there and, work out the knockout muscles too. There is some training to it.
Yeah,
and if you train properly, there's a reason why you're going to be at the top.
And there's literal video evidence of that with the seasons on the show.
Yeah.
I've talked to, I'm trying to think, 2 or 3 guys that literally admitted they just kind of got off the couch or whatever. Yeah. And you can tell, it doesn't matter if they got off the couch.
Yep.
What matters is if they took it serious, and you can tell.
Yeah.
They just think, oh, we're just slapping.
Immediately,
And next thing you know, oh shit, it looks like you're going home,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yep, exactly. You already know. It's like, and how the UFC, progressed and how everything, started moving up. Power Slap's going to do the same thing. Like, people are going to start learning to lift different ways, starting to, work out different ways, and, carry themselves.
yeah.
I go to the chiropractor all the time. I go to, get massages all the time.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot.
Dude, long term, that's what is needed.
Yeah.
Too many guys in the fight game, they reach that peak, or they don't, and they keep going, and they don't take care of their body.
Yep.
Dude, I don't know if you've seen that documentary on like, oh man, I'm gonna mess up his name. He played for the Steelers, but they made a documentary on him, and Mans isn't old. He's like 40 something, and he's coming down the stairs with a walker. And you're just like, this was the baddest man on the field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so the fact you're doing that is,
Yeah.
it just shows you're studying the game.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm like, I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, aren't you worried about brain this, brain that? I'm like, no.
Right.
No, because I know how to absorb the hits. I know how to take the hits. It's mostly superficial injuries on the cheek, It's not, you're not really getting rocked that much. You might have the one or two guys that get dropped, where, they're concussed, but it's not happening every single time.
Right. And that happens across the board in the fight.
Yeah.
Like if a heel finds the button or a palm, it doesn't matter. You're going lights out, man. So
Exactly.
I respect that, dude. Well, dude,
Exactly.
let's talk about this. What we got?
This
Is
right
it your
here.
Newest, let me see if I get this right.
Yep.
This is your newest brand deal.
Yep.
It just happened a month ago, 2 months ago?
A month ago.
About a month ago,
Or
right?
actually, no. I'll say 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks
So
ago
how'd
when I
that
got
come
the
to
call.
be? Like, did you reach out to them? Did they find you?
No, so actually Power Slap Thrill 1 and Robert Laird actually, he reached out to me and they told me like, hey, you're coming to Mexico with us. I was like,
Just like
okay.
that?
I was like, all right. I was
We
super
got your
pumped.
ticket, send.
Yeah, as soon I was all on board. They were like, hey, we know you just came back from Abu Dhabi, but would you be able to come? And I was like, let's go. I was like, I say yes to everything, right? That's why I'm at where I'm at. I'm here slapping people in the face because I say yes to everything.
Yeah, there's no no's. in
And
this life.
exactly. And I was like, all right, let me go check it out. I was a Casamigos guy at first. I tell them all the time. And once I tried this, I don't even know who Casamigos is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is Dios Azul. This is beautiful, beautiful tequila. This is the Plata. This is the Añejo. That's the Reposado. And honestly, I mean, you've tasted it now.
Yeah.
It's super smooth.
We'll taste it on camera too. What's up, people? So no lie, I literally asked if it had brown sugar in it. It's that sort of sweetness. It's good, man.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. And like we were talking earlier, I mean, they age the tequila in barrels like wine barrels, whiskey, bourbon, like, the barrels that give it flavor. And it's honestly, when I went down there to the distilleries, it was amazing. It was cool to see it, watch it. I actually went out there and cut the plant myself.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
You put on overalls and shit? Or
No, I just went out there. My jeans was just chucking away, had my Power Slap tank top on, and I was like, all right, it was cool. And then
slap in some cactus,
yeah,
bro.
exactly, bro. It was the agave was crazy. I didn't realize how big the agave was, and they took us to the distillery, beautiful distillery. Like you see how it's made, like from ground up. That was super cool to experience. And then, of course, all the food, all the drinking we were doing out there. Of course, I was celebrating.
Yeah.
A week later, I get back and they're like, hey, do you want to fight? I was like, absolutely. I'm full of tequila and tacos. Let's go. So
I just got full of PEDs.
yeah, let's go. I was
saying?
like,
I'm
let's
ready.
get it. So I loved it. Honestly, yeah, this is the best tasting tequila I've actually had in my
And
life.
actually,
And I'm not even being biased either.
no. I was just gonna say, and out the gate, they leveled up to being a title sponsor in Power Slap, which
Yeah.
is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, how does that even? I mean, hopefully we'll talk to Robert for a few minutes.
Yeah.
But do you know how that came to be? Because they already had they had Monster, and I'm sure they had other Dana's whiskey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's all gone now.
I'll tell you what, though. After
Give us
just
the inside track on that.
even just being like with the group when they invited me out, I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be another social media trip. Like I just gotta act the part, be
Right, they pay for the
be out
trip, and
there.
then they send you home.
I'm like, oh, let me go meet with these guys. As soon as I met everybody, I saw why this company is gonna be successful because they don't like. It's not even about the tequila itself. Yes, it's great. That's gonna sell itself, but the people behind it are just a group of family. Like
Yeah.
it was, and as soon as I got there, they were like, "What's up?" Like, and I felt like family. So
Dude, that's amazing. And I saw that online as well. Just like, I was keeping up a little bit on your stories and just seeing that it really legit looks like a family.
Yeah.
Just doing together like old school.
it just it's literally as smooth, just like the tequila. They just all flow together.
Dude, I love it. Well, everybody, the man's defending the strap on the 6th, Fontainebleau, bleu. I had to keep changing it, man. It's Fontainebleau, okay? If you don't have tickets, get them, come. If you can't, It's live on Rumble. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this war. All right, go watch SlapSon on YouTube. We had an interview that was live, and I'm telling you what I told this guy, which is this is a different vibe, dude. It's crazy, and it's because of matches like this, man. Thank you so much for coming by.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.